Hey everybody, Rubicon here with Warhammer 3, Forge of the Chaos Dwarfs. Thank you very much to Creative Assembly for the early access. Looking forward to showing it off for y'all. I've got a soft spot in my heart for dwarves in general, and dwarves with some even bigger guns and machines and potentially anger issues are right up my alley. So I'm going to break this down for you. We are going to do an Astragoth campaign. That's the one I decided to go with. I've played all of these and getting ready for this. They're a lot of fun. So the others, if you do the Legion of Asgore, this is if you really like the monsters, the Kadai. They have additional upkeep for them, essentially buy 4, get 1 free, more or less, with upkeep. And then if you like guns and explosions and lots of things that go boom, then Zatan the Black is your guy. They all have different starting positions though, so it depends on who you're going to fight in these situations. For example, if you play this campaign, you are starting right next to Imric, so that can be interesting. And then a lot of ogres and lots of other green skins are involved. So with Astragoth though, Conclave, which we'll get into once we get into the campaign, bonus to that influence, advanced research rate, more control, which is helpful for the economy, mechanical overdrive, so essentially a frenzy build-up adrenaline type mechanic, also faster replenishment rate, and ward save 15% for these guys. They're quite fun. So without further ado, we're going to jump right into it. This is also in the Immortal Empires campaign. There is a standard story-based campaign for the Chaos Dwarves that goes along with the Realms of Chaos. However, it's much different. You don't actually go into the Realms of Chaos with it. So very different from the other factions in Warhammer 3. But it's much more focused on resource gathering, etc. Whereas we're just going to do Immortal Empires just to have fun, conquer who we conquer, and build big machines like this guy. And also this guy. There's a lot of fun in this campaign. It's one of those where it's just simply fun. I know I keep saying that, but it's a lot of good stuff if you are a fan of the dwarves. I've thoroughly enjoyed it, and I'm very much looking forward to showing it to y'all once this bar gets loaded. That last little bit, we are loading Immortal Empires after all, so a decent size, but like right back there, you can see that's one of the Kadai. This is another one of the monsters. That's the Skullcracker, I believe, and then you've got one of the Bull Centaurs over here, and you do actually get mounts, which you'll see here in a little bit. And also the Chaos Dwarves, they don't essentially speak, this is terrible, I don't know what the form of it is, but they don't speak English, essentially. They have their own little dialect, so it's not like anything else that you might see with the other Dwarven campaigns, where occasionally they say stuff, but they'll also just speak normally. Alright, so how this all works. This is going to come into place later, but essentially you have to keep an economy running, Troy, and you have to maintain your raw materials, your armaments, and this is also Conclave influence. The way that this all works is you have towers, and then you have outposts, and then you have factories. You've probably seen this in the Creative Assembly videos, so I won't go too much into detail on that. But essentially what you do is you gather resources or raw materials. You then build armaments, which you can do one of two things with. You can either trade, which we'll get into in a couple of turns once that becomes available, or you can increase your unit caps for your Chaos Dwarf units, flying monsters, Kadai, war machines, and centaurs. And then once you actually upgrade one of these, you then get access to the manufactory. I'm not quite sure how you pronounce it, to be honest with you. We'll call it the manufactory. I have my Midwestern US accent come out there. But when you have this when you finally bump up one of these, you get access to this where you can actually buff specific units. We'll show you that in a bit, but you can actually give them a trait that will always be present, and then you can swap that out as you need to. So technology tree, 3 separate tech trees: military, sorcery, since the Chaos Dwarves do dabble in magic. It's not rune-based like the other dwarves. And then also you have industry. The first thing I'm going to go for is labor quotas, additional 5% after battles. So it's kind of similar to the Dark Elves, where you can get slaves with that faction, whereas here you're getting laborers. To start things off, you do have a giant conveyor. If you play the Realms of Chaos campaign, it's much more focused on building a giant drill. That's kind of the end game within the campaign. However, here we're just playing. My goal is we're going to go for the short victory. So we have to defeat a vampire faction, and then Krakadrak, which is a little, further north. And also maintain a 35 settlement tally. All right, so before we get started, we're going to decide what we build. We're going to fight a battle here very, very quickly. And you have your landmark here, which this allows you to do your normal recruiting. You've got resources, basic military you can get here. I'm going to go for the Ash level, but... Oh, hello. Right in front of the camera. This will come in when you take minor settlements, but you can essentially use the infrastructure chain to buff either your control, certain types of income, or recruitment at the towers, and then the outposts and factories, you can get inputs, bonuses to raw materials, armaments, etc. However, getting some more blunderbusses will be key. So we're going to do that. This is your starting army. These are essentially, think of it like if you play Skaven, these are like your Skaven slave. These are meat shields, more or less. They're okay, but they're not very, deep in terms of they're going to hold a line. These guys are your main. He just flew from me right again. So you also have bull centaurs. This is your hero. Essentially, he's pretty tanky, but we're going to jump right into a battle right away, and then you'll get to see him. So this is against the Slaves of Tsar. You are also very, very close. This will come up later when I can show you Conclave influence. Some of these things like Conclave and convoys and things like that, they're not immediately available. They take a couple of turns to kick in. So as those come up, I'll show them to you. But for now, we'll just jump right into this first battle, and then we'll show you some of the units too, just with their animations and things like that. These bull centaurs in particular, I'm very excited to show you just because they're pretty cool. All right, so again, you do have Winds of Magic because, again, the dwarves dabble in magic, Chaos Dwarfs dabble in magic. So this is Astragoth right here. If you've ever played Iron Harvest, it kind of reminds me of that, just like that steampunk, and he's kind of tinkering with it. So then you've also got your bull centaur here. Essentially, he's a centaur, and he's got a giant stinking axe to go with. These are the blunderbusses. Essentially, they are shotgun more so based units, but they can also fight in melee. And then these are your orc laborers. You've got your goblin laborers, and these are your bull centaur riders. These guys have dual axes, but there are other variants that come around later. So what we're going to do is we're going to... This is our distraction. And I think... Alright, so you all are going to go there. They're going to flank around. We're going to try to draw them over here. And our blunderbusses are going to go here so they can have a line of fire, take them out of skirmish mode. Astragoth is a wizard, but he is also a pretty good melee fighter too. So he's not a squishy type character that you have to protect. He can handle himself. All right, so you all go up into here. We're gonna come over to here. I think they'll come to engage us. We'll speed this up. Oh, are they gonna go that way? That's fine. You can go. You can go that way. All right, they're gonna wait for us, so we'll move up. And then you come up to here. Yeah, they're gonna work their way up. And then they're gonna head into the Wolf Riders. They're struggling on that hill for some reason. And Astragoth, he's a quick little guy. Get into him. Like, watch this. They just ram right into him, knock him over. Like, look how much they're decimating them. Alright, so you all charge into there. Like, they've barely taken any damage, and they've essentially killed these Wolf Riders. Alright, keep chasing them. Oh, come on. What's going on there? Alright, Goblin Archers. We're just gonna chase them off the battlefield. Here comes Astragoth. Go straight for their lord. Hit him with the fireball first. It's like kind of a little flare thing, and then it circles around. Fire on them. Do that to yourself. Alright, then charge back into these Orc boys. So they're just gonna more or less overwhelm these Goblin Archers. The blunderbusses are doing work. Oh, here comes another good charge. Just right into him. I mean, look at the leadership damage and the actual damage that they're doing. Victory's already in our grasp. Alright, you guys come up to here. See, like, look at how much damage they're doing. You can come in here, do some work. Whoa, Astragoth, he's taking way too much damage. Get out of there. Alright, you can deal with them. So start fighting those Black Orcs. You guys get out of there. You can engage them. But we're just gonna shoot them from the side. Alright, take out these Orc boys. Yeah, they're already wavering. Just fire into them whenever you're ready, please. Alright, apparently you just don't want to shoot. That's alright, we've got them surrounded. Alright, let's get our hero over here. Fight off Dusty. Alright, the Orc boys are broken. Oh, Goblin Archers are thinking about coming back. Let's change their minds. Alright, let's pull you back. Just pull back to shoot them. Their lord's wavering. They should be getting army loss penalty any second here. There it is. Just turn around. There we go. And then Astragoth, chase him down. You guys get out of the way. Alright. Not as clean as I would have liked, but we got the job done. Astragoth took a little bit too much damage. That's probably what knocked us down. But there you have it. So, for example, 233 kills for the Bull Centaurs. Not bad. And he did the most damage to us primarily because he was fighting these guys. Probably killed the most of them, honestly. So there is essentially, there's more that the Chaos Dwarfs can do, but that's a good taste of what they're capable of. And then once we get to the end battle screen, we'll get an idea into their mechanics a little bit. Just need that teeny tiny little bit left of loading bar. Alright, so we got the victory. You can do your typical replenish your army, ransom the captives. What you can also do is we gain 19 labor out of this. You can also essentially just take your captives and send them to work for you, which is what we're going to do. So Astragoth is leveled up. We'll give him Root Marcher. Alright, so what we can do next is we can take Great Skull Lakes. We can't quite reach over here, or let me see. How do I want to play this? Because there's an ogre encampment here. And then we'll just go ahead and take Great Skull Lakes. And this is a decisive victory, so we'll just auto-resolve it. Okay, so now we've got a tower. Outposts are designed to extract raw materials, and they can also only recruit the Hobgoblin units. However, if you occupy as a factory, that means you can generate armaments. So we're going to go for Outpost first, just because the more raw materials you get, the better, because here's the other difference about the Chaos Dwarfs. They don't have population to upgrade their settlements. You either pay for it using money or raw materials. So there's no real population growth that you need to worry about. Alright, so we're gonna go Tyrant just because we get additional loot and labor. And then for you, we are going to give you training. And then we'll take a look at what we can build here. So you can do one of two things. You can either increase your income using the money pit or the strip mine. Now, when you build this, we're going to click on that. You can rush the construction, however, you need to use up labor. So we have 661 labor. It's always decreasing based on our control level, which is why that's so important. You can also do sacrifices to get influence, to generate money, or increase control. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to set an example, see how now our control is going up, our lost labor goes down. We essentially need 100 workload, if you will. That's what we need in order to maintain it. When we build this, it will require a workload of 300. So we're going to almost triple actually, the workload that we need in order to function effectively. All right, so here's what we can do. You see we have our unit caps here, and we have our orc laborers, super cheap, very easy to get. We're gonna get another unit of them, and then we're gonna merge them. That's going to be our turn, essentially. When you look at diplomacy, we're already trading with the Servants of the Conclave. I heard someone else describe it as back in the original Rome, there was the SPQR, which handled Rome. That's essentially the Conclave. more or less. And there'll be the Tower of Zar, which we'll get into. That unlocks once we get to 75, which we currently have 45. And then convoys, you can unlock at turn 5. And then this labor economy panel, it's locked until you control 2 provinces, because you only need to worry about 1 until you have... You can't redistribute labor between provinces if you only have 1 province. So all in all, you do have the Immortal Empires, 200 plus factions. It does trim down pretty quick as well, just like any other campaign you might play, or at least that I've played. That's usually the case. All right, so they've got... They're going to try to recruit. Okay, so that's a lord. What do they have? That's actually... We'll take a look at this, but I think this might be a decent sized. We're a little beat up. So, Pyrrhic Victory. We got Orc Boys. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14. We can... We'll come back into our territory for a minute. Regroup a little bit. Alright, so now that we have the Hellforge, you'll be able to see this. So we can increase our Dwarf Warrior. Now we can recruit. And you get certain things available once you have done as much unlocking as you can. Now, you can have your different categories, and if we want to unlock Frenzy, it's going to be 8 armaments per turn per unit. So we've got 2 of them available now. That'll be a 16 armament upkeep. We only are generating 10. So we're not going to do that now. Actually, we're just going to get you back over here so you can replenish. That's the bigger thing. And then we'll recruit. We should be able to fight that and take care of what we need to do. Oh, he's a Wa. That's why. Actually, I wonder, can you... Okay, he can just assault. He can't assassinate. Whoops. So once we get the Great Skull Lakes, that's going to get built. This is also going to be built so we can get more blunderbusses. But again, early in the campaign, your unit caps are fairly low, so you do have to balance that accordingly. And this is the one piece of Astragoth's campaign where... So they are almost essentially at a full stack now, or they're getting close. Willing camp. And then getting one of these is big. These are very, very nice. So then we'll get great weapons, and then we'll recruit more laborers, because that's going to be done in 1 turn. So you see how we're starting to get kind of close here with our labor. At our next turn, we're actually going to be inefficient because we now require 400 based off of our improvement here, which is great because we're getting more resources. However, we need to keep that moving. So we're going to bump you into survivalist. Then we need to pick our research. So hotter furnaces, that's a good one to get early on. Also, there are a lot of upkeep bonuses that you can get. So we're going to go for hollow rounds, just because that helps with the missile units. And one other nice thing, too, is, I'll go back to the research, you can actually search for stuff. There are some quality of life improvements, which are nice. So I can just search for, whoops, if I could type correctly. So it now shows me, so there's 3 tallest towers. This is another one that we're going to get. Actually, we're going to do this one first, just because control helps with reducing our attrition in labor. So like you see their attitudes going up because we've been declaring war.
What?
We could potentially...
I'm told you want to talk. How disappointing. I was restless for...
I'm sure you were. So we're not quite to a place with them yet where we can trade. But once we get this, we might have to... This is the one thing. We might have to kind of play the ambush game a little bit. Or, once we can recruit some more blunderbusses, fight them in the underway, more or less. Because then that reduces their ability to flank us, and they can just run into bullets, more or less. Which is never a good strategy when you're dealing with martial situations. So... Alright, so we're actually unit capped for that. And then... 8.
I ain't doing that.
Alright, so we're actually... I mean, we can at least stop them from recruiting. It's another Pyrrhic victory. Astragoth would survive, more or less. Alright, we'll fight it. I just don't want to let that wall get any bigger. Alright, what's our map here? The Beard Burner. That's a great name. We might have to use our flying unit to kind of get past them. Let's channel magic, see what we can get. Hey! 1. Alright, so this is the Great Taurus, which we'll rotate around here. Giant flying bull, more or less. But there's another more improved version of it that comes later, which is pretty slick. Alright, so we're gonna have our orcs over here. Actually, you'll be supported by the flying bull. And then you guys are just gonna be your own damage dealing group over here. And then you all are gonna whoops, come on. There we go. You're going to head through here. So we're a little fragmented, but I think we can do it. Alright, so... Oh, that's actually perfect. Get in there. And then you all just charge into those goblins. We're gonna head that way. Camera restrictions. That tower's already active, so we're taking hits. Camera lock sucks. Fire at them. Alright, so the bull's going in. Yeah, you can kind of see the flame attacks. Alright, get up against the wall. Alright, they've almost gotten it. Bull's doing pretty well. You are... Alright, get out of there. Alright, great. Alright, you all are doing lovely. Head over there. How are you guys doing? Oh, you need to get further up. Shoot. That part's not going super well. Let me go over there. Thank you, camera. Come over here. Thank you. Get over there, take out the orc boys. Astragoth, you go there. Come over here. Wow, you guys are just struggle busting right now. Alright, excellent. I need the bull over here. Get airborne again. Alright, I need you over here. Wow, blunderbusses are struggling. Get over there. This is not overly complicated. Get over there. Oh my goodness. You guys are special. Just go there. Come over here and help him. Ow. All right. Go kill them, please. Kill them. How's our Taurus doing? Actually, come over here. Get airborne. There we go.
Alskan! It is ut! Ulafrik Uskul!
Alright, get over here. Come kill them. I need to be careful with you. You actually come over here. Come kill them. Wow, blunderbusses, you guys are struggling. Come kill the archer boys. If we can get rid of these towers, we'll be in good shape.
Keep moving! These Astragoth!
Just go right there. Alright, tower's about to go down. Alright, excellent. Alright, get over there. Alright, you guys, I need to protect you. You need to run away. Go kill them. Alright. Kill them. All right. See, this is what I wanted you to do the whole time. Alright, you guys go fight there. You fight here. Alright, you guys come up here to fight them. How are you doing? Alright, you're okay. You guys need to hurry up, though. Alright, we're starting to see some routing here. This is good. Army loss penalty's gotta be close. Alright, you're getting a little too damaged for my liking. Crap. Alright, that's alright. He's protected now. Alright, you're still tanking. You're good. Where's the bull? Yeah, as long as you fly away and don't get shot, I'm fine. Alright, there we go. We got... Yeah, if we take this, there we go. There's the army loss. I believe. I mean, they're shattered. Where are my blunderbusses? Need you over here. There we go. Where is this happening? Are you kidding me? Alright, reform. Kill them. Kill the Lord. Can I make you withdraw? No, I can't. Just kill him. Come on, they're all wavering. You guys stay back. Kill the Lord.
This is it. Jobbers out.
Move up. Just kill him. Just squeak through there. Go kill them. You stay down here. Go kill them. You also come down here and kill them. Astragoth can take care of that. There we go. Go kill them. You need to stay away. You need to stay right here. He's gonna get messed up. Who's even left? Kill him, please.
Asgul! Ulawaku! Fa'asanu naflesh!
There we go. Finally. It was a Pyrrhic victory. The Taurus survived. It should have at least. But I mean, like, look at that. 577 kills. That is pretty bonkers. Considering we were outnumbered almost 2 to 1, I'll take it. And even if that Taurus died, which I don't think it did, we can recruit another one very quickly. So we'll be in good shape. Alright, so, yep, everybody survived. We got labor. So we're actually going to occupy this as a factory to start working with armaments. So we now have a entire area. We can do a commandment. So the commandments that they have, you can do reducing construction and how much it would cost you to rush it, recruitment discounts, higher quotas, meaning you get more armaments and income from refinery buildings, and then control. So what we're going to do is we are going to increase our control to start with. And then here, so we can now recruit better goblin units, which is going to be helpful. And we're going to go there. So let's level up Astragoth. And then for you, we're going to do Blade Master. And let's see here. So we have a fair amount of money. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to merge these guys and just recruit a fresh one. And then let's see how far we can get with merging. Okay, you can go. Because, like, look at this. So their melee attack is 22, but they have no armor. These guys are actually better. And they have slightly higher leadership. So they're pretty good. So we're actually going to bail on these guys. Recruit some sneaky goblins and then some additional... Why is it going to take 2 times? There we go. And then we'll have to replenish for a little bit, just get ourselves in order. So now we have 715. We are losing some, but as you can see, we're in much better shape. So we've established our first area and province. So now the vampires that we have to fight are down here. And then Krakadrak is up here. So if we're smart, we're probably going to push this way. But this is where we will end the first episode of this campaign. Again, super thankful to Creative Assembly for the early access. I hope you guys got some enjoyment out of getting to see the Disciples of Hashut in action with Astragoth. We've gotten our first little... We'll just do that. We've got our first little area set up here, so we're in pretty good shape. And then we'll just keep rocking and rolling. So for now, this is Rubicon signing out. Don't forget, click on the logo here in the bottom right hand corner. That's the easiest way to make sure you get notifications of when new videos come out. We will see you all later. Take care.